Welcome to Hawk on Tap Podcast, episode 213, Run with the Devils. I'm your host, Bill Dean, and I'm here with my co-host, Schwim. Steven is
up?
out gallivanting in the is it northwest, or is he just west? Straight west? Where's Steven? I don't even know.
He's in
Go find Steven.
California.
Where's Waldo? And Shorts Guy is out today. We are brought to you by Primetime Radio, courtesy of Mr. Sam Wu. I'm behind the glass. I didn't mess that up, surprisingly.
Good job,
you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Please leave us a 5-star review if you'd be ever so kind. Schwim, what are we drinking?
I get to go first this time. It's crazy. I never get to go first.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a Festivus miracle.
So I actually just picked this beer up. I was going to get another beer that was called Yarmir Lager.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I should have got it, but it was like $23 for a 4-pack, and I'm like,
for a 4-pack?
So. Yeah, I think it was by Brick City. I'm not sure. I think it was Brick City.
Okay.
But my God, so I got a Zigmeister sour that I haven't had. So it's a fruited sour.
Slime.
That is it's raspberry, lemon, and hibiscus apparently. So I've had a bunch of their beers and they're all really good. And so I looked it up. I hadn't had this one. I was out actually because I went to like 3 or 4 different places looking for milk for Marina because we were out of milk and no place had it. I usually go to Weiss.
That's right here?
Yeah, I usually go to Weiss. They didn't have it. Yeah, they didn't.
How did they have milk?
The specific one that we need for her.
Oh, is it formula? That's what you're looking for?
No, it's milk, but it's like the special growing thing, whole milk, and they didn't have it.
Okay.
So I went to another place, they didn't have it. Or I went to ShopRite, didn't have it. And I finally found that at freaking Target.
Huh. Okay.
So while I was at ShopRite, though, they have that whole, they got the liquor store there.
Beer
and
section.
I went in and grabbed these bad boys. So trying this out for the first time.
I mean, that was definitely a good choice to go to the beer section as well as the milk section.
Yes.
Courtesy of Andrew. Papa needed his beverage. Courtesy Andrew, who went to Bolero Snort this past weekend. AJ being my brother, co-host of Football Primetime. This is called Hard Butter Beer. So it is a butter beer lager.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so malt beverage with cream soda syrup, natural and artificial flavors. So it's a lot of just weird stuff in here. Obviously, at a Karlstadt, go take a look at Bolero Snort if you would like to. We will try this, and hopefully it's as good as butterbeer is, because butterbeer is delicious on its own. All right, let's get what's on tap for today's episode. Here's our weekly snapshot. Obviously, the podcast title, Runnin with the Devils. Devils doing pretty well. But, Schwim, if I was to ask you, name me the top 5 players in scoring in the NHL right now without cheating, or maybe you already seen it. What is it? What would you say it was?
I don't know if I know the 5th, but I think I know the top 4.
Let's hear it. Number 1.
Number 1 is McKinnon.
Nate Dogg, awesome.
Because he had 9 points in his last 2 games.
So including what was it that he had against Edmonton? It was at 5 points or 6.
No, I think he had 4 points. Yeah,
4 in Vancouver. He had 5.
Yeah, they smoked them 9-1 in Edmonton, and then he comes back the next night. It was a back-to-back against Vancouver and has 5 more points.
And then finally, you see the first rumor that they're looking for a goalie, because now there's the rumor that they might get UC Saros, which should have been doing this for how long now? Like, they've needed a goalie.
They needed a goalie like 3 years ago.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. They're idiots. So whatever. I hope they
really
suck. Even more so.
I
anyway, McKinnon 1. I think is Bedard or Leo Carlson 2?
Tied for 2, 25 points apiece. Leo Carlson drafted 2 years ago. Connor Bedard drafted 3 years ago.
And then Celebrini, I think, is 4th.
4, drafted 2 years ago.
And I don't know.
Number 5.
McDavid is 6th or something.
Slick Willie Nylander has at 5.
Okay.
Number 6, Eichel, McDavid, and Kaprizov all have 22. But my point to this, the top 5 is the kid renaissance, because you have, Bedard's having an awesome year, 9 goals. Carlson and Celebrini both at 10 goals apiece. They've been awesome. Obviously, Cutter Gauthier scoring, at a ridiculous rate as well. He's got
Mhm.
11 goals in 15 games. But you have a whole bunch of just young kids coming up doing fantastic things, and the NHL is so bright for these many reasons, right?
Oh yeah.
Trevor Zegras is doing really well in Philly, and you have Marchenko, and you have obviously there's a little more no names, Wyatt Johnston, Matthew Nyes,
Hmm.
guys like this, but it's really it's the Will Smiths at 16 points a point per game player.
Yeah, he's doing really well
Um,
too. Yep.
yeah, uh, what's his name in uh, oh my god in Pittsburgh, the rookie Kindle.
Oh, Kindle. Yep.
He's Kindle, yeah, he's doing awesome.
Hmm.
And just the youth movement is so much fun to watch. And you have, but I was actually just looking at this. How many guys are already a point per game to start the season? I'm looking at the number 41 scorer in the NHL, who would be Ivan Barbashev. Is tied for 41. All of these guys from 41 and above are at or greater than a point per game players. That's awesome. Like
That is
the
awesome.
scoring in the National Hockey League has taken off this season. I don't really know exactly why. I think goalies have not been as good, but I think maybe just offenses have changed. Just different things. But it's a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to cover. Sport like this where
Hmm.
you continually see growth, and like I said, the young players is where you want to see that major growth, and it's a lot of fun. Um, a lot of fun to see.
I think a lot of this year, a lot of the guys that were are like Leo Carlson, for example. He's taken a friggin' huge step. Like
Yeah,
we knew he was going to be good. We knew he was good, and we projected him to be pretty good
not
moving
this
forward.
soon.
But we didn't think he's going to be number 2 in the league in scoring.
Yeah,
Challenging to be number 1. And we didn't think Anaheim was going to be one of the best teams
this
in the
could.
league. Like right now, they've won
Yeah,
like 7 straight, I think. Also, right?
look at the standings. You have
It's
Anaheim's
crazy.
number one in the West.
Yeah,
Uh, you have the Utah Mammoth. While they've taken a step back, they still have 18 points,
yeah, they're still
and are
okay.
tied for fourth in their league. Chicago has
Yeah, they've won.
gone
They've won 3 or 4
six
straight,
three
I
and
think.
one their last 10. Yeah, they
Yep.
won three
San
straight.
Jose's won like 3
Um,
straight.
San Jose, yeah, another
Yep.
one that's done really well. And then in the East, you got Montreal, who's leading the
Montreal, yeah.
Atlantic. You got the Devils and Hurricanes at the Metro, but Pittsburgh's right there with their rookie, winger and number one overall power play guy. It's a lot of
I
fun,
think
and the Rangers just
Boston's won
call up.
6 in a row.
Yeah, Boston's won six in a row. Yeah,
Yep.
Morgan Geekie just came out of nowhere to
Yeah, he's doing
do
really
very
well.
good things. It's a lot of fun. It really is. And just the overall abundance of scoring, like I said, has been a real fun thing to watch. Something that I think
Well,
the
there's so
NHL's
much
kind of
talent in
wanted.
the league, and now like
Yeah,
these kids are like growing into it, and the
yeah,
influx of talent that comes in every year, like you expect some of these kids to be pretty good, but then there's kids that have been in the league for a couple of years and they hit that stride where they can turn it on, and all of a sudden, boom, they're a point per game player or even more. So it's like a lot of these
yeah,
kids are really performing well, and it's awesome to see, especially like Celebrini and Carlson and all them. Like
yeah.
again, we
That's
knew they were going to be good, but like we didn't think they'd be like on pace with the Nathan McKinnons and the Connor McDavids and all them. It's crazy. It's awesome to
yeah,
see.
and especially Connor Bedard. We've
Yeah, he's
we
having a
hate
good
the
bounce
team that
back.
he's on, right?
Yeah, we hate
But yeah,
Chicago.
he
Yes.
he went from being a guy that some people were thinking, hey, maybe he's not that type of player. Maybe they got this one wrong, which is pretty amazing to think from a guy that was generally considered, um, it was considered a generational talent,
Yeah.
and
Well, how often
he's
does that
showing
happen?
it.
Something happens. The guy is like he has like a little bit of an off season or an off couple
Yeah,
months or something like that. Everybody's ready to write him off. Like
yeah.
the
I mean,
kid's
he had a
young,
bad year plus, so
He
that
yeah,
was, I guess,
obviously
the big thing.
he didn't have the greatest year, but he's like, come on, we knew this kid was going to be good, and the team is around him is doing well now, and he's
Yeah,
performing at a high level. So it's just like I'm not surprised that he's able to bounce back. He's an extremely extremely good player.
yeah. You're very, very good.
Yes.
So looking forward
Anybody
to
would
kind
want
of
him on his
watching
team.
him.
So all these people saying, "Oh,
Yes.
he's gonna be a bust," these people are
Yeah.
idiots.
You are as dumb as the day is round. Um, Couple of other things, obviously injuries, kind of hitting a little bit of a toll here.
Mm-hmm.
Carlson exit, the Knights game with an injury. You've Dubois, Pierre-Luc Dubois, out 3 to 4 months. He had abdominal surgery for the Capitals, so that's a big hole for their second line center.
I feel like he's always hurt, right?
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, it does feel like that kind of like hurt club. Rasmus Dahlin, not injury, but he's going back to
Mm-hmm.
Sweden to support his fiance. I don't think I saw anything of a reason why, but oh,
I think
that's right,
it was she
heart
had like
transplant.
heart surgery or something, right? Or a heart
Yeah,
transplant. Yeah,
so
there you go.
so hopefully
So
she
yeah, that's
obviously does
huge.
very well, and he should stay there for as long as he needs because that's. I'm actually kind of surprised she didn't. She's over there, not over here, but anyway, who knows? Um, you had Yuri Kulich, who has the blood clot. He's probably out for the year too, which is, you wish the best for those kind of
There's a
guys.
couple guys. There was another guy with a blood clot issue. I think he was on the Penguins.
Oh, really? I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I saw him first
You didn't tell
actually,
me
and
that
then I
more.
saw this Coolish guy, his come
Kulich,
out, and I'm
yeah,
like, what the hell's going on? It's multiple people with
yeah.
blood clot issues.
I got no clue.
Stamkos had that
Um,
too 1 year.
yeah, Stammer.
He was
Yeah,
out. He was
Stammer
out
had
for a
it.
while.
What's his name? The defenseman for Capitals had it too.
Who? Carlson?
And Letang. Well, yeah, Carlson and Letang both had it, right?
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Uh, on a brighter side, Ovechkin, the 900 goal club, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
he's in a
the guy's a
class all by
beast.
himself.
And I know obviously Binnington, the whole thing with him, but that's a d-bag move because he's like, I was going to give it back to him. Thought I was assisting him. I should have got a point or
No,
whatever.
yeah,
But
that's
I
such
really think he
BS.
was trying to pocket that one. I really
Absolutely, he
do.
was,
Yeah, and he got caught, and
and he got caught,
like,
and he's like, oh yeah, no, I was gonna give it back. Yeah, okay.
yeah, I hate that guy. I
Yeah,
really
because
hope that he's
you're
the
such
hitting
you're
goaltender
such good
that.
friends with Alex Ovechkin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you were gonna do, right?
Yeah, you were going to give him out of the kindness of your heart. You wanted to,
Yeah,
physically
get the
hand
hell
it
out
to
of
him.
here.
Yeah, and why would he stuck it in like his jock? Like now he has to have your stupid jock stench on his
That's what he
puck.
was hoping
Like,
for.
douche.
He
Yeah.
wouldn't want it because his taint was all over it.
We obviously had the Rangers scoring a goal in today's game. 2 goals actually already. And
I think it's
they
more than that, my
are.
friend. I think it's 4
It
goals.
is. I didn't.
Yeah.
Now it just change. I missed that. Oh
Uh,
crap! 4.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
have
4
not watched
one.
the second period because I've been doing this. Wow, so the Rangers could score on Madison Square Garden. Nice. Yeah, Rangers 7 games at home, not counting today. 5 shutouts, and then the
That's
other.
amazing.
It's pretty
It really is
ridiculous.
amazing. Like, how is that possible?
I don't know. 5 shutouts, and then the other game they lost after scoring 5 goals against the San Jose Sharks. So it's like
Yeah, I remember
it
that game.
is
Yep.
just pathetic how
Ugh.
bad this team has been, and they're the best team on the road, which is even
That's what I'm saying.
funnier.
Like, they're unstoppable on the road, and they
yeah,
cannot do a damn thing at home. Well, except for tonight.
amazing.
As if they blow
Yeah,
this game tonight, then we know
it'd be funny.
something's.
It'd be so
I don't know.
funny.
Something's in the water at MSG. I don't know.
Something. Yeah, they a 4-1 on the Predators. Obviously the
Who are
Predators
good? Yeah.
are a welcome sight into MSG. 1-3-2 away, and we are 0-6-1 at home. That is just funny.
That's nuts.
Yeah, Gavrikov, Zibanejad, Panarin, Lafreniere, all with goals. They needed that. Gabe Perreault on the power play.
It's his first point, right?
See, he's first point of season.
Good for him.
Yeah, I love Perreault. They needed some youth injection into this lineup because it's been terrible.
And they put him right on the power play, which is good, and he gets a point. Okay.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
my
obviously
theory about the Rangers right now. My theory about the Rangers right now, they're going to start winning at home with this game. So this game was perfect. Nashville comes in, they suck. The Rangers can hopefully continue this way, and then they're going to go on the road starting Wednesday, and they're going to come back down to earth. So they play Tampa on Wednesday, so that's why it's going to happen.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it does. It makes sense. There's talks. This was earlier last week, so I won't get too much into it. But the Justice Noonan, that he knocked off the net and they scored. Nashville versus the Wild.
Weird.
So that. Yeah, I mean, I understand the rule. But what I didn't like is Johansson got a shot off as the net was being taken off. And the only reason he got the puck back onto his stick to shoot again was because he hit it off the net, and the net, because it was off, actually pushed it back to his stick. Where, if it wasn't that way, he might not have gotten the puck right back. It would have been a stoppage of play. I don't know. I thought it was a little weird.
I don't think he didn't even have to shoot it. I think it was automatically awarded because they said whoever the goalie was, Noonan or whatever,
knocked it off. Noonan.
Yeah, knocked it off purposely. So
I mean, how many times do you see a guy, use the post to push off? That's crazy to say he did it on purpose, but
I don't know. That was a weird one. And that was was that in overtime? And that was the game winner?
Yeah, overtime game winner.
That's crazy.
First time.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that happening in a playoff game?
In a playoff game? Yeah.
Oh my God! It would be mayhem. It'd be mayhem.
Yes,
if that happened to me on my team, oh my God, my house.
We could only hope. We could. No, I don't want the house to be burned down, but we can only hope that happens to the.
Oh my God!
Because that would be.
I can't even imagine. I don't even know what I would do. I'm so angry right now.
We would need a camera in the house. It would be.
Oh my God!
One of the most fantastic pieces of video of all time.
That way, I don't want to think about it. It's making me upset now. I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Hall of Famers, because obviously NHL inducted 8 members into the National Hockey Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Did you've seen who it is, right? Obviously
I only saw Jumbo Joe and Chara and Duncan Keith. Right.
Duncan. So you have Chara, Thornton, Duncan Keith, Brianna Decker, Jennifer Botterill, and then you also have 2 elder statesmen. Where did I? No, I just lost the Hockey Hall of Fame. Oh, come on, stupid. I don't know why I can't pull this up. This is fantastical. McGillney. We forgot McGillney, which is a great one. And then Jack Parker, coach at Boston College, and actually Clarkson, where my dad went, and Danielle Sauvageau. So sorry, Danielle, because you're probably better than that. But Botterill, obviously one of the great hockey women. Brianna Decker, same thing. Awesome female hockey stars. Zdeno Chara, who everyone talks about the fitness routine and all this stuff, but he was just a monster to play against, and very well deserving. McGillney, who everyone's clamored this guy should have been in 10 years ago, but
a while ago,
dumb. Joe Thornton, who when you look at this guy, he epitomizes fun, but then also just he's one of 4 people with 1,100 assists. He was nuts. One of the ultimate.
He had 1 million
playmakers
assists every year.
Yes,
you'd always watch him. You see him on top of the stats every year for assists.
Yeah, the only one that I wasn't so sure of, and when I went back and looked, I was like, oh yeah, Duncan Keith. He was just so steady, and I think there was only 1 year that he actually was like the top point getter, but you go back and look at Duncan Keith, and he's on Team Canada, and he obviously helped lead
he was a stud
Chicago
defenseman.
Blackhawks. Teams to cups, 3 straight, or not 3 straight, but 3 cups in his tenure with them. And he was named one of the 100 greatest players in the NHL when they came out 2 years ago or whatever that was. And
oh my God, 5-1.
5-1. Wow, I gotta watch this game. 69 points in 2009-10 when they won the cup, and he said not a big goal scorer. 14 was the career high, but just did everything right, played all situations, averaged 26, 27, 28 minutes a night for some of these teams.
Yeah, he could play he was like one of those guys that could play the whole game.
Yeah. Yep. And there's not too many of those. Yeah.
No.
When you think about those guys, it's actually pretty interesting to kind of go through this now. Obviously, Duncan Keith. You think about it now, what's his name from Florida? Former Columbus Blue Jacket and Nashville Predator. Oh my God.
Defenseman? Forsling?
Yeah, defenseman. No.
Who?
He was just traded there last season before the cup run.
Oh, Seth Jones?
Seth Jones. Yeah, he can play all those minutes.
Yeah.
Obviously Hedman. is one of those guys, like the guys
Yeah,
that can do
he's like an
everything. They do
all-round.
power play, penalty kill,
Yeah, he
and
plays
they just
everything.
play like log multiple minutes. Like those are the
Yeah.
guys I was trying to think of. But yeah, good stuff. So congrats to all those guys. Well deserving. Marchand with his 7-game point streak, he's going into Vegas tonight. So we'll see how they. And you said you had some picks. Let's do that real
Ooh.
quick.
What are game
Obviously,
picks? Well, two of the games are
obviously the
already
Rangers.
on. Yeah, I was going to pick the Rangers anyway because of my
Yeah, you
theory
told
that
me that.
they're going to
Yeah,
start winning at home and then suck on the road. So hopefully that comes true. And as of right now, it's
yeah.
5-1 end of the
Yep.
second, so they're looking pretty good. If they blow this game in the third period, if they lose this game, I
Yeah,
don't know. Like
I
I
will
think
lose
we
it.
get to slap you if they lose this game.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it.
I was gonna pick what's the other game? Devils
Islanders,
Islanders.
Devils.
I think I was picking the Devils at home because they've been unbelievable. I think they're undefeated at home, aren't they?
I think they are. Yeah,
I think they're like 7-0 at home, so it's 1-1 and a 2
they.
for that one.
Yep, 7-0.
Yep. And then what are the other games?
I mean, I'll take the Islanders, but that's just because I'm a
Yeah.
jerk.
Okay, take the aisle. Columbus at Edmonton. Um, I don't know. Edmonton, they just got absolutely destroyed in their home barn
Yes,
by
they did.
Colorado. Columbus
That.
is, not Colorado by any means, but I don't know. I think you got to have a bounce back game here. He's like, you can't. After that
Yeah,
performance, you would think they're going to come
you
out,
guns
hungry.
blazing.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
got to go
I would
Edmonton here, even though I
give
don't
up
like them.
whatever
But
goals. Yeah, give up
yeah,
whatever goal total they're accounting for. So,
and
and
then
then
Florida
Panthers
sucks, and I
Knights
hate them. So Vegas, yeah,
Vegas. It's a good round of picks right there.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I
Florida's
had
in
a
second
couple
to
other
last right now in
things.
the division, so screw them. I hope they
That's
stay down
great.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I listen. They've had an
They
awesome
probably
run. They
won't,
have
but
injuries
yeah,
injuries out the yin yang, which is has been tough. So they're not playing with a full deck, which we're not totally upset about. But um, yeah, I just they're not that good of a team in the current moment. So um, all right, what did I have? I had a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so the New York Rangers are at home are genuinely the worst team in hockey. We talked about it. 7 games played, shut out 5 times, 0-7, 6 total goals, 5 coming in one game, which they lost, which is amazing. It really, I
they
mean,
got another
there's
five
nothing else you
tonight.
could say. It is that pathetic. It was that bad of a run. Um, let's hope this game kind of ends that. But we talked about Colorado 9-1. McDavid just was utterly pissed. And if I was him, I would have just went in the GM's office and been like, if you don't get me a goalie, I'm going to leave. But yeah, so there was
Maybe he
that
did.
report. Yeah, maybe did. There was the report by Jeff Merrick that the Oilers were linked to UC Saros. No, nothing official, but just that they're
There's no
spinning the
way.
tires. Which I mean, I would give anything that
I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to give up like
they want.
a boatload, I guess, to maybe get him. But
You got to,
I don't
right?
know.
You whatever they say, you got to do, right? If it's 2-3 firsts, just to get the guy that is that he's that. I think that's legitimately the thing that they are missing the most.
Yeah, but I
So
don't know if like
yeah,
the
we'll see.
the team in front of the goalie has to be good. Also, like they got to be like very structured
Yeah,
defensively. I don't know if Edmonton is like that structured defensively.
I think they could use one more defenseman because I like Wallman. Obviously, Bouchard, they're not going to get rid of him.
Yeah,
Ekholm's always been steady. I think they are missing that other top 4 defenseman. But I mean, if you're really gonna, pick one or the other, I think it's
I mean,
goaltender, and I don't even think
yeah.
it's close,
Obviously,
right?
they need an upgrade in goal. Like we've been saying that for friggin' I don't even know how long
Yeah,
since we were
years,
teenagers.
years. Yeah,
Like
so teenagers
it feels like
since
that. It
Dwayne
feels like it's been
Rollison
that long.
left in
Yeah,
2000.
yeah.
Yeah,
And he was like old as hell and still was
yeah.
very good for them. But like they like never draft or develop goalies. They never try to
No, they don't.
sign a goalie or trade for a goalie. Well, I guess they sign goalies, just not the right ones. But
Yeah.
holy hell, man! Like just
Um.
yeah, do it. I guess do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Go out and pay a premium, get a goalie. Like what are you going to give up? You're not going to give up, your top two studs or anything. Give up. I don't know.
No.
You have other pieces you can trade out. Who
Anything.
gives a
Yeah.
crap?
Give up something good. I did forget this Joe Thornton story. So Jason Demers was on a podcast and he was talking about how Thornton wanted to bring the team together. This was I forgot what year he said this was. Um, it was during his career with just Demers on the team, and he wanted to bring it better together. So he took the bathroom doors, like the stall doors, off their hinges, so that you would have to use the toilet in front of everybody
Yeah.
else. So if you were
Hmm.
taking a number two, the door was wide open and it was right next to where the showers are. So people in the showers would walk right by you as you're, letting the kids off at the pool. And he said that no one for about 2 weeks went around the toilet to drop, a deuce, but he would. That, Jumbo would just sit there and talk to people as he's, using the toilet, and it was one of those things where it just brought everybody together. The openness of the locker room. So I thought it was very funny.
That was a
Take a look at
bonding
Demers.
experience.
Yeah, real bonding.
Jesus. Okay.
Um, there's a couple of stuff because obviously the Rangers just had their 100 years. Having their 100-year celebration, and they brought in Yager, and he was talking with a bunch of people, and they were talking. They got into like stuff about Daniel Zubris, and Yager was saying that he's shutting me down. Who knows where I could be if I didn't have him on my line? I would be an all-star. This was when he was playing with the Devils, and Zubris was on his line as a line mate, and that he was saying that
Yeah.
Zubris was shutting Yager down as a teammate because he was, playing so bad. And he goes, I got traded from Pittsburgh and had 120 points. They put me with Zubris on the line, and I had 70, so it was a 50% drop. So it wasn't a good move, but after 10 years, he's a little bit better. Uh, Another one was if they use you in a shootout before me, I'm going to ask to be traded. Yager said with a laugh. Before giving it more thought, no, I'm going to retire. He said instead.
Oh man.
Um, Yager joked that it was a thrill playing with Zubris, but then Zubris countered, "Well, it wasn't very mutual. Yager was unable to stop laughing." He said, "Tell them how you would shut me down in Washington." Yager referenced how Zubris should have won the Selke Trophy for shutting him down by scoring. And he said, "What?" They asked him, "What role does Zubers play?" And Yager goes, "I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know. Give me a month." Yager is
uh,
so awesome.
he is
Talking
great.
about obviously one of his former teammates, Daniel Zubris, but very good, very funny. Um,
I think I saw something. He just met those guys that are the traveling Yoggers. Whatever game they
yeah,
were all just at. Like he like
they
met
were at
up
the
with them
Ranger one, I
and
think, right?
was it? I don't know.
I thought it
Whatever
was,
game it
yeah, it was
was. It
something.
was over the weekend, I think. Whatever game, and he met up with them, and I guess took pictures and stuff with them. So that was pretty cool.
You had Joey Decord for Seattle. He was playing against Chicago, and Chicago had the empty net, and he shot twice at the open net. Did you see that?
No.
So he
Oh yeah,
shot on
yeah,
the
yeah.
empty net
Yeah, he
twice,
tried. Yeah.
Joey Decord, and he goes,
Yep.
"Shoot or shoot." That was his quote, "Shoot or shoot." I like that. Was pretty good.
That was good.
Um,
Yes, I remember seeing that now.
yep. And then lastly, we talked about Rangers gotten better defensively, just can't score. They had the whole thing. They give that defensive analysis for the year defensive rating. Gavrikov was number one at 3.8. So this is defense rating done by uh, uh, who was it? Fireside Content, I think it was, for defensive metrics. Braden McNabb 2, Adam Fox 3, Theodore 4, Heiskanen 5, Will Borgen 6, Essa Lindell, Ian Cole, Gustav Forsling, and Brant Clark. Brant Clark was a surprise on that list at 10. Obviously known for
Yeah.
more his offense than anything else. That was pretty much it for that on my agenda. I was going to quickly, they talk more and more about the NHL and the Olympics coming up and who they think could possibly, be in line. Obviously, ESPN takes their crack at it, which, Ryan Clark is a decent reporter, but he did a roster breakdown of who he thought would make Team USA, and he did not have Logan Cooley in it, which I thought was just blasphemous.
Who did this?
Ryan Clark from ESPN, another, obviously ESPN knows a lot about hockey.
Isn't Ryan
So they had
Clark a
Gensel.
football player?
Yeah, it's not the same guy. He's a guy
Oh,
from
it's a different guy.
Vancouver. Yeah,
Oh,
he's a Vancouver, Vancouver born, or whatever. But yeah, he had Gensel, Matthews, Hughes, Kachuk, Eichel, Kachuk, Miller, Larkin, Boldy, Keller, Tage Thompson, Kyle Connor, and his extras were Nyes and Caulfield. And he left out who I think should be on the team in Logan Cooley. But 11
Yeah.
goals. He's
I
been
mean,
awesome.
somebody's gonna be left off this team. There's just not
Yeah,
enough space for all these guys, and that's gonna suck.
just I know that Caulfield's a sniper and all that stuff, and maybe
Yeah.
you don't need Nyes, but I feel like Cooley has to be in there over one of those two.
I don't
So
know. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him on there. I don't know if he'll be
yeah.
there, but I would like to see him there.
And then for Canada, he did not have Bedard or um, he did not have Bedard, and there's someone else he was missing. And I'm blanking on it. But he had Tom Wilson and Macklin Celebrini as extras. Tom Wilson should
Okay.
not be on Team Canada. There's no fighting like it was in the Four
Yeah.
Nations tournament. This is IHF. So a player like that is essentially useless, and Tom Wilson is a useless player. Um,
I mean, unless you want that kind of game for Canada, you want to be tougher to play against, I guess, or something with him in your lineup. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think, yeah, nah, leave him off. I'm sure he wants to
yeah,
play, obviously, but nah, no
yeah. I mean,
thanks.
I would want to play too. Just yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Canada's obviously honing on the players to fill out the Olympic roster. Uh, they they said the goaltending is a wide open competition, and then
Jesus.
Bedard and Celebrini got their attention. Yeah, that was Doug Armstrong who had those beautiful comments. The goaltending is a wide open. If you
That's
look at
nuts.
like everyone's been horrible. Bennington has not been good. Montembeau is long gone because he's been awful.
He's not like
Um,
pretty much he's not even the starter anymore. Yeah, and St. Louis has been
yeah,
terrible. Who's their
yeah. I mean,
who would be their
Schaefer
third?
could now make it.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Montembeau. Aiden Hill could, I guess, be there. Logan
He's
Thompson should
hurt,
probably be in
right?
there. Scott Wedgwood should probably be in there now. Um, yeah, the goaltending is just
Yeah,
pretty
it's not even
barren.
close. There's like I can name like probably 4 or 5 countries that have better goaltending than
Yeah, at
Canada.
least
It's crazy.
the top four, obviously, U.S., Russia should absolutely would be
Yeah,
up
but
there.
yeah,
Finland's better, Sweden's better,
Sweden. Yep.
Czechia might be better too. Like
Yeah,
it's
both of them have stud
yeah,
goalies. Isn't what's his face?
yeah.
Wait, is he Swiss? I forget. What's Dostal on
Justisaurus.
Anaheim? No,
Oh,
Saros is
Dostal is Sars is Finnish. Not Finnish.
yeah, finished. No,
Swiss.
Dostal, isn't he like is he Czech or something or Swiss? I don't know.
Uh,
He's something else.
he's
I put
Czech.
him above
That's what I said. Yeah,
any.
Czechia. Yeah,
There you go. I put him above any of the Canada goalies.
yeah. UC Saros is. I thought he was. Oh no, he's Finnish. That's right.
Yeah, he's Finnish. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He'll be. Ridiculous. Um,
I didn't
I was
realize
trying to
Jacob
think.
Trouba leads the league in plus minus.
Yeah, he's doing awesome. I was going to get to that in
That's
the end.
crazy.
You jumped me a
Oh yeah,
minute,
our
but
plus minus
yeah,
thing. I
he.
forgot.
Yep, we always do that.
I don't know who the worst
Yeah,
is though.
just wait. It's funny again. It just keeps getting better sometimes. Here, this is for. Here, let's go to Sweden. Yes, Sweden's goaltenders. They say it's Markstrom, Gustafsson, and Olmark. Finland, Saros, Lankinen, and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And then finally, Czechia, Dostal, Dobish, and Dan Vladar.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're actually not a bad team. Phil Bronick, Radko Gudas could do without him.
Mm.
David Yurchek, even Leor Hayek. Their defense is a little meh. But, forwards, Zaka, Pasternak, Natchez, Hurdle, Yuri Kulich, which we'll see if he's back there. Obviously, your boy Palat, Foxa, Kubalik, Tomashik, Phil Hedel.
Not the greatest,
And then
but they
that's
got
pretty much
some
it.
good ones.
Yeah, not too bad. All right, let's do our quick plus minus, and then we'll get out of here. It'll be a shorter episode. Not much going on tonight with the games. We talked about it, obviously, Nate Dogg, 14 goals, Caulfield 12 assists. You have Nate is tied for sixth, but you have Malkin with 18. Malkin's on a tear.
Yeah, he's done good.
Plus minus is Trouba at 16. Nikishin's 14. Schwim, who is the worst at minus 16 on the year?
Jesus. Who was
He
it
actually was
last
the
week?
number one. It's the same guy.
Oh, I don't remember who the hell it was. Damn it.
Mackenzie Weegar at minus 16.
Okay.
His teammate Matt
That makes
Coronado is
sense.
second at minus 13.
Calgary. Yeah. Calgary's the worst team in the league, aren't they?
Yeah, worst team in the league. Who leads
Yep.
the league in power play goals? Do you know?
Who's got the best power play?
I would not have thought about this player.
Oh, the person who leads the league in power play goals.
Yeah, the person. Eichel has 10 assists, but Wyatt Johnston has 7
Wow. I was
power
gonna say
play
it's got to be somebody out west.
Yeah. And then tied for 4 with game-winning goals, Dylan Gunther and Seth Jarvis. So pretty good.
Nice.
Goalies,
I think,
obviously.
what do you call it? I think Utah's cooled off a little bit. They were like hot
they have.
to start, and now they've I think they've lost a couple in a row now, and they've cooled off a little bit.
Thompson and Vladar leading in the goals against. Thompson's doing really well right now for
the last game against Tampa. That was the first time he let up more than 2 goals all season.
Yeah.
Every single game this year he's let up 2 or less.
Him and Spencer Knight are doing pretty well in save percentage. So altogether, goaltenders, even the tops are doing really well, but the bottoms, like some of the worst goalies, Hoffer and Picard and Markstrom, Charlie Lindgren, Askarov have not been very good. Montembeau, we talked about him. But yeah, it's
crazy. And some of those guys are like top teams in the league.
Yeah, it's nuts. All right, let's get out of here. My beer, the butter beer, I give it a 4. Pretty solid.
Butter beer face.
Beer.
I'm gonna go 3.75.
Ooh, okay.
Stellium.
And that's red raspberry. What else is in it?
It's raspberries, lemon, and hibiscus. Apparently.
Okay, interesting.
Not bad.
Schwim,
but not bad.
Take her home.
I'm gonna finish this with this podcast with another Homer quote. When the fire starts to burn, there's a lesson you must learn. Something, something, then you see you'll avoid catastrophe. Dope.